I got to get a stream from you first.
Well, we got some tough help. Is what we got.
Now we should be good.
You got the red going?
I completely forgot to press that button.
Good
That's
evening,
all.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynoka, Oklahoma, Railroader Field. It is a beautiful Thursday evening, and I mean that not sarcastically at all. Ben Buckland with Tyler Riggs. Tyler, the sports director of K101 in Woodward. We appreciate CJ letting him out of his cage for just a little bit to help us. And then tomorrow night, Tyler, you'll be on your own gig opening in Woodward.
That's right. Opening home game for them. They'll have Dodge City come to town, the Demons of the big Class 6A heading in. So that ought to be a lot of fun. But, you know, you mentioned CJ loaning me out. It's tough negotiations every week with CJ. So we got it worked out, though.
Whew, I promise. How long has Friday Night Quick Scores been on the air at K101? That's
Goodness.
a great
I
show.
believe we're touted as 42 years now for Friday Night Quick Scores.
So you didn't start it. Who started it 42 years ago? Was it CJ?
I think they're giving CJ credit, you know, and of course J. Doug and the crew. And
Right.
go back to Mike Mitchell and all that. So it was, I mean, well before me. You know, you were in the prime of your golden years.
Yeah, I already had a driver's license. Yeah. So,
But no, it's been going strong, and CJ still heading it up. So, and very, very humbled and proud to be a part of that for the last 6 years now myself. So.
this portion of tonight's broadcast, which as you can tell is the very beginning, is brought to you by Mock Resources with offices in Waynoka and other places in the world, but we appreciate them so very much. Good sponsorship this evening also by the people we had on the morning show today. The big cruise and car show that's coming to Alva. Their big deal, the biggest deal in Alva of the year always. Their goal, really, Tyler, is 500 entries, and they get very close every year. 478, I think, last year. This year, September the 19th, 20th, and 21st, sponsored by Jeff Bryan Chevrolet. Jeff, Kiowa, Kansas. Am I right? Mm-hmm. I think I'm right. And you, the Woodward Boomers, are playing Dodge City tomorrow night, right?
Correct.
Dodge City what? What are they? What's
the Demons.
The Demons.
Yes.
Ooh,
Very
ooh.
white, very intimidating.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This field runs east and west. The flag over here in the corner that Tyler will show you right now gives us wind speed and direction, and as you can see, the wind speed and direction straight down. That's not bad in northwest Oklahoma ever.
Not at all.
Ever.
It's
Not at
what
all.
we call Chamber of Commerce weather.
We do. I was talking with Tanner Allen, the coach of the Okeene Whippets, before the game, and we were talking about when we opened 4 years ago in Wacomas. Hadn't rained in 2 months. It was 103 degrees, wind at around 45. It was it was a brutal evening. This is wonderful.
We beat the cold front. It's going to get chilly tomorrow night, so you can't complain tonight. It's about perfect.
For sure. I was going to ask you something. The Friday Night Quick Scores.
Yes.
What time's that start? It's on K101 tomorrow evening. Right?
Yes, 6 o'clock. We start with some interviews, kind of previewing the action, if you will, before things get rolling at 7 o'clock with the kickoffs. And at 7, of course, CJ and the gang will take you all around the tri-state. Kansas joins in on the action this week. We had Oklahoma and Texas start last week. So a lot of games on the board and a lot of results coming. They'll take you all the way through the night, by God, on that.
And then do you come in then and do the fifth quarter, or who does that?
So the fifth quarter, we have momentarily paused for the last year or so, kind of cover that more on Saturday morning type thing, wrap up the scores,
Oh, really?
if you will,
Okay.
with a quick little couple hits on that. So But if Woodward finishes early enough, they're home, and I can come over. I'll step in for the last 30 minutes or so, quick scores if I can, if CJ allows me to.
Has anything ever happened that CJ didn't allow you?
I think there's stuff he's tried to not allow me to do, but I don't think I'll listen very well.
Excuse me, I'm doing this while you're telling me not to do it, so
Maybe.
stand by. Ben Buckland and Tyler Riggs in the press box in Waynoka, Oklahoma. We will talk more pregame, and you've got some really good stuff coming up. I know you do. You do, don't you?
I've got some news and notes about Okeene and kind of what you can expect from the Whippets tonight, and hopefully what we can see from Waynoka following last week's game against Covington Douglas.
Man, I wish I'd have said that. We'll pause for this, and we'll be right back in Waynoka. Stay with us.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This portion of the pregame broadcast is brought to you by Rick George and Associates. When you need the numbers done right, done well, looking good, just the way they're supposed to be, and they go to the people you want them to go to, see Rick or Matt at Rick George and Associates right across the street from the Little Sahara Car Wash in downtown Waynoka. It is pregame action, and the action is Tyler Riggs telling you about the pregame, and here he is.
All right, so let's take a look at the Whippets of Okeene, a team, as mentioned, coached by Tanner Allen. Obviously has some history with the Waynoka side, but the Whippets coming off a 10-2 season. They saw themselves fall to Wilson Henrietta 58-50 in a high-scoring affair. That was a Class B Division II quarterfinals this past year. They played last week against, now Ben, help me out here, is it Alec or Alex? I've had a lot of debate with people about this.
Say that again.
Is it officially Alec or Alex?
Yeah, it's one of those.
One of those.
Yeah, pick one.
So anyways, Okeene rolled over them 46-0 last week to begin their season. Ace Long, Okeene's running back, he's kind of moonlighting as quarterback. We'll get to more of that in a minute. He had 3 touchdowns, and Ben Cheap at his safety position had an interception return for a touchdown to help the Whippets power along there. You look at Okeene's starting roster. Mind you, they are down their usual quarterback of William Woolley. He had suffered an injury in the spring, from what they said. Had a shoulder injury, so he's out the first few weeks of the season. In steps Ace Long. He's number 1 for the Whippets that you'll see tonight. Usually he's running back, stout kid, a senior. Spent his first 2 years at Woodward High School and had a big season for Okeene last year when he was healthy, and started out strong, like I mentioned. He'll be quarterback tonight, leading the duties. They'll shuffle Dalton Turnham to running back. Brayson Roberts as well as Ben Cheap will be the main receivers. You also see Blaine Jenkins play a little receiver and running back. Tight end Harley Carbs, that's a guy that goes both ways for him, as do a lot of players on this Okeene roster. And Carbs, stout kid at tight end, good linebacker as well. Corey Turnham will be at center, Jackson Clark at guard, and Jakowski Lopez, the other guard for Okeene on their defense. A lot of familiar names. We just ran over a D tackle, the nose guard, Corey Turnham, big man in the middle there. On the ends, you'll see Ethan Milligan, Blaine Jenkins. Linebackers will be Harley Carbs and Ace Long. Then the secondary, it's Brayson Roberts and Brett Woolley. And then, of course, safety Ben Cheap holding over the top. This is an Okeene team that, you know, I don't want to say they feel slept on, but, you know, they maybe didn't get some of the preseason hype that some of the other teams in their division got. if you will. And so they're going to come into this game looking to continue to make a statement. On the Waynoka side, if you're with us last week against Covington Douglas, that 48-12 loss, Ben, we talked about after, there was a lot of good things. I know 48-12 doesn't sound great, but the Rowers were facing a good Covington Douglas team. They didn't give up all the way through that. Colin Bouchard stood out, man quarterback position for the first time in his career, and honestly did a pretty solid job to run the offense. We saw some good things from that offensive line a little bit as they were able to get going on a couple of drives. Now, this week, it's really, being non-districts. Obviously, you want to win all those games, but when you're playing good teams like Covington Douglas and Okeene, you want to emerge healthy, and you want to be able to get some good experience for your guys, because that district season is fast approaching. We're only a couple weeks away from districts starting up for Class C. So you want to be able to get prepared for that.
If you listen to the locker room show today, you heard Coach Slater talking about, and me talking with him about, there were a lot of good things out of that, a lot of good things. But you're playing a Class B school that has a bunch of people on the sidelines to replace people that are gassed. Waynoka has 4 on the sidelines to replace anybody that's tired or looks like they need to come out. That makes the second half of any game really pretty tough. And actually what you said, I echo. It's a lopsided score, but they didn't give up. The Rails did not give up.
Well, we saw some good, performances on top of what Bouchard was able to do. Myself and Ben both really saw Creed Hufford step up big too. We'll pause on our pregame here as we got the national anthem, I believe, about ready to go.
Prayer first.
Before that, we will have
the national anthem.
We will have the prayer first.
Would you guys join me in a moment of prayer? Heavenly Father, as we get ready for a game of athletic sportsmanship, Lord, we just pray and ask that you would watch over the players, you'd watch over the fans, you'd keep and protect us, that injury would be nowhere to be found, that sportsmanship would abound in great numbers, that tonight we would come together and watch these young men fight it out on the football field. Lord, we just pray and ask that tonight would also be a way that we could glorify your name. Lord, we thank you for this ability. We thank you for this great nation that we get to call home, that this freedom, that this blessing that we have before us, that we can partake in it. Lord, we just pray again, you would watch over, protect the boys, free from injury, get our traveling fans home, and get us home safe tonight. Lord, we love you and we thank you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen, Reverend Holston. And now,
singing the national anthem, Birthday Girl, Reagan Furman.
Yeah.
Birthday Girl, Reagan Thurman, the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Nicely done, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
18.
Great invocation, great national anthem. You can't beat that.
Cannot. You were in the middle of doing something there when we
Yes,
spun
sir.
off to do that.
We were talking a little bit about, of course.
Well, let's catch Mr. Taylor over here real quick, okay?
Tonight, taking on the Okeene Whippets.
Mr. Taylor bringing them in. And didn't you tell me, Tyler, that one of our referees is special tonight? Hunter, what's Hunter's last name?
Hunter Harrison.
Hunter what?
Harrison.
Harrison
Yes.
has become engaged
Oh, has.
to be married.
Oh, very good. Very good for Hunter. He's a Woodward kid by nature. His dad, Jason Harrison, is on the crew with him tonight. He's the white hat, if you will, Mr. Harrison is. And Jason has been at Woodward and then recently just took the job this summer as the Moreland athletic director.
You would think if a guy just became engaged, he would not have a tendency to throw flags and call stuff, wouldn't you?
You're saying he's going to be a little bit more relaxed.
I would think, yeah, he'd be a little more. Well, this is pretty nice kind of a thing. Speaking of a pretty nice kind of a thing, let me swing the camera over here. This is Mary Hill, the director of music, who has done so much wonderful stuff with the Waynoka school system. And it is so wonderful to hear live music in the stands.
Oh, yes. They're getting tuned up, getting ready earlier, so gotta love that pep that they bring to the games.
You do. You do. An excellent, excellent group. So, captains are coming out. That'll be the 3 seniors for the Waynoka Railroaders.
Mr. Roland George, as well as Colin Myers, and then, of course, Colin Bouchard handling that for the Rails. Let's see who the Okeene captains are here in just a minute. But I was going to say, too, Ben, as part of the pregame, we were mentioning district play and that coming up in a few weeks. A little bit of a quick look around the district as we wait on the coin toss for this week. There's one game in district, or a district foe, I guess you could say, is playing tonight. Crimble Hillsdale is in action at home versus Corn Bible. As for games tomorrow, Timberlake, they have picked up Central High, that's Central Marlowe, to play at home. Tyrone's on a bye week. They'll take on Boise City next week on the road. Buffalo at home tomorrow night against Wacomas. And then you've got Sharon Mutual on the road against Granville tomorrow. And Balco Forgan is at Hollis. So that's kind of what the district foes are doing.
This portion of tonight's broadcast, or this evening's broadcast, is brought to you by Viv's Flowers and Things in downtown Waynoka. It's pretty much public record and known throughout northwest Oklahoma, Tyler, that you have difficulties with females. So I want to bring you.
I thought that was the secret.
No,
Dang.
no, it's
Okay.
not. It's not a
widely
secret.
publicized. I
It
gotcha.
would have been a secret but instead social media came into being, and
of course. It's always social media.
You can get back into the good graces of some of these 16 or 18 females you're having problems with. Viv's Flowers and Things are the answer. Is the answer. I'm not. Viv is.
You wouldn't
the
steer me
answer.
wrong, Ben. I trust you.
No. Oh yeah, for sure. And while I was talking with you about that all-important business there, I did not watch the coin toss. Did you?
I think they're still getting ready to do it.
Oh,
Nope,
okay.
They've decided now they're choosing.
Okay. All
So
right.
we're about to announce it. Mr. Harrison will let us know.
All right. We're going to go this way.
Waynoka's going to receive.
Waynoka will receive.
Waynoka will receive to start tonight's game.
So that means Okeene won the toss and deferred, I would assume.
So the Spirit banners are up on both sides. Waynoka Railroaders banner here and the Okeene Whippets banner here. And we're about to get underway, which is about right because it's 2 minutes till 7 o'clock. It's a 7 o'clock game. See where I'm going with this? We're right on.
Right on track.
Right on track.
Jersey matchup, a good one tonight. For those radio listeners, you got Okeene wearing the white jerseys, the Carolina blue, if you will.
Carolina Blue. Here come the Railroaders. And the band strikes up the Railroader. This portion of our pregame and broadcast is brought to you by Long's Gas Company in Alva, Oklahoma. Thank them so much for participating in all things Northwest Oklahoma, whether it be Alva, Waynoka, Freedom, Cherokee. They're in the midst of it. Even some South Barber in there, right?
There you go.
So it's Ben Buckland and Tyler Riggs. Tyler, the sports director of K101. We've borrowed him.
Maybe kidnapped, but no, I'm kidding. We're good. We're good.
Right?
Now, we'll say, Ben, for Okeene, I noticed last week they started the game with a couple of, I wouldn't call it onside, but targeted kicks. You know, they didn't kick it deep. They maybe took a chance at targeting a player on the receiving team and said, hey, think fast. So we'll see if Ace Long does that for Okeene tonight. He's got a good leg, was a soccer player growing up, and a dang good one. His sister actually went on and played at UCO over the last few years on a soccer scholarship there.
If you pay attention to Tyler tonight, you can win some trivia contests in the next couple of days. Right here is the flag, and so the wind direction is obviously down, going from up to down. There's
just pure gravity, nothing.
It is pure gravity. It is wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the opener of the home opener in Waynoka. And here we go. Here's Tyler. There's your kick. Whoa, not a good deal.
And it's recovered
not
by
a good
Okeene.
deal.
Ben Cheap, we just talked about it. That was something that Okeene had showed that they were going to do at the start of the year, a couple of those targeted kicks, and unfortunately Waynoka could not fall on it. Had a chance at it, couldn't corral it. So Ben Cheap recovers for Okeene, and the Whippets starts with possession
on the Waynoka side of the field near the 40.
That's tough luck for Davidson, number 10, but good luck for Ben Cheap. That's a great name, man.
Yeah, one of those Woodward kids, and for Okeene, it looks like they're going to try out Carson Kavats at quarterback, the sophomore, and put Ace Long at the running back position. This was Kavett in the gun. He'll motion man around. It's Roberts. Fakes the handoff. Tries to give it to Ace Long.
Hang on.
Swings out of a tackle now down the sideline. The 40, 35, 30, 25 at the 20, and finally tracked down by Waynoka. And it looks like they had him dead to rights in the backfield. The longest, strong player, and he breaks out of it for a big gain.
Had him in the backfield and had a pretty good hold on him, did Roland George, but wiggled and got through. And after he wiggled and got through, he ran really well.
He showed what that speed, had some leg issues last year, some soft tissue, but he's good this year. 1st and 10 for Waynoka. And a handoff again to Long. Up to this time, Waynoka able to corral him as making a good tackle there. Looks to be Stetson Nix.
In the backfield for a short loss.
This time, Roland George reaches down, helps him up, and pats him and goes, I like it better when you only run a yard.
That's right.
Like it a lot.
So 2nd and 10, they'll say for Okeene. Hey, we got, we were talking about the video field markers, if you will, last week.
Right.
We got at least a digital down marker on this far side.
We do have a digital down
fancy.
marker. It is. High tech.
So in the gun, Escovet for Okeene. Motions the man Cheap across formation, has 2 receivers on the left side. Fakes the handoff to Cheap, keeps it himself, gets up to the 20, breaks tackle there, down to the 15, the 10, before he is swung down. The sophomore taken down by Dakota Davidson, but it is a first down for the Whippets. It might be a 1st and goal, depending on where they spot this. It's right near the 10.
Wyatt Millage on the tackle. 10:33 first quarter. 1st and 10.
And they do give him 1st and goal inside the 10. Looks like about maybe the 8. Tough with that sun kind of reflecting up. They have the gun, motions Cheap over. Now a quick pass out to Long, left side. Cuts it upfield, lowers his shoulder, stretches for the end zone.
And he's there.
Touchdown, Okeene.
And just a play where 2 rowers on him, but Long showing that strength, lowered the shoulder and finished the run. King goes a few plays, and they're in the end zone with 10:06 left in the 1st quarter. 6-0, and the 2-point try upcoming for the Whippets.
Number 13, Ethan Milligan checks in. Listed as defensive end.
Plays a little, probably tight end as well, I believe. He is on that end on the left side.
Probably the tallest guy on the field.
He's tall.
Whoa.
Kavett in the gun with Long, fakes the handoff, goes himself and is in for the 2-point try.
Nobody touches.
2-point try is good.
Carson Kavett, the sophomore, starting at quarterback tonight, able to get the 2-point try. And Okeene leads 8-0 with 10:06.
10:06 in the 1st quarter, and it's 8-0. The Whippets on top. We'll be back after this timeout.
us at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life. Core Bank in Waynoka was so named because of their customers. The name speaks to strength, substance, strong character, plus sound banking principles, heart, and soul. Offering strong, convenient banking in their community has been the aim, the goal of Core Bank of Waynoka, with a foundation dating to the early 1900s and shepherded for the last 50 years, headed by President Mick George and now Weston Hill, Vice President and Loan Officer. Core Bank, member FDIC, serving the community from downtown Waynoka. Call or come by, proudly supporting all things Northwest Oklahoma. Go Rails.
Back to the action in Waynoka. Teeing up the ball, and you think, Tyler, he'll celebrate his first successful onside kick with a second attempt?
Probably so, because they had done that a couple times last week, followed to score up with another onside. So imagine if you're Waynoka, you got to be ready. And sure enough,
somebody but.
And did they fall on it? That's the question. It was a scrum, and Okeene comes away with it.
Number 8, Brett Woolley.
And Okeene recovers the onside kick.
That's back-to-back successful onsides by Okeene. That's how they used that advantage to pull ahead of Alec last week.
Whippets will start their second drive on the Waynoka side of the field near the 47.
So
First and
here
10.
with Okeene in Waynoka territory at 47, first and 10. Vet in the gun. We have Cheap and Long out wide at receiver left side. On the right side, got Brace and Roberts. Empty set otherwise. Motion now by Roberts across the formation. They want to hand off to him. Bad exchange. It's a fumble, but Kvetz falls back on top of it for a big loss. Looks like there immediately was Trooper Truesdale that had a shot at it, but Kvetz was a little quick to jump on it. Still a good loss for Waynoka. Or a good mega play, I should say, for the Railroaders on the Okeene side. So I back them up until it looks like the 49 in their own territory.
Ball is just shy of the 50, second down.
So second and long for Okeene. 9:42 left first quarter. The Whippets do lead 8-0. Roberts goes in motion again. This time they fake the handoff, look at the pass, Kvetz taking the deep shot down the sideline. Has a man, it's Cheap, but overthrows him, incomplete.
He threw the ball 43 yards and overthrew.
By just a bit, yeah. But that arm strength, he was flashing it.
The boy can.
And a lefty.
Yes, a lefty. Yep.
So, Vet getting his first start again last week. It was Ace Long starting at quarterback. A little bit more run-based game last week for Okeene. Third and long now, though, for the Whippets. So if Waynoka can force the fourth down, might get a chance on the offensive side. He's got two receivers left for Okeene, one right, and the backfield is Long with Kvetz. Snap taken, and they do hand it off to Long. He tries to bully through the line, but a good wrap-up in the open field for Waynoka. Turns out to be, that'd be Mr. Wyatt Millich right there stepping up and hit him.
Is that a great name for a big running back or not? Ace Long.
Yeah, well, it's a great soccer name, too, which I think is what his dad kind of named it for.
Is that right?
So, and Okeene's going for it on 4th and 9. So Whippets trying to bow up with 9:03 left in the first quarter as they trail 8-0. Kvetz takes the snap, looks for the quick pass, short, has it complete. Trying to get the first down. Oh, he spins forward, and I think he just got it.
I think you're right.
Catch was Harley Carbs for Okeene and just got the first down. A couple rails were there, just couldn't get them down in time.
Ball near the 36.
So make it 1st and 10 at the 36. As Kvetz in the gun, Okeene moves quickly. Receiver each side, and the backfield is Long. Snap, another quick pass out to the flat. That's Cheap. Trying to get around Dakota Davidson. Does kind of. Homerson gets over there and wraps him up, takes him down. It looks like just short of the first down.
10.
It was Leiden Homerstein on the last tackle, too, so they are working him.
That's right.
Second down.
8:32 in the first quarter. Rails are down 8-0. The first go scored by the Whippets. Got the onside kick, went down, scored, and converted.
And Quebec, snap, hand off to Long. Bounces outside, right side. Nice juke move, breaks the tackle. 15-10, cuts back again. He's in the end zone. Ace Long, dipping, diving, and dodges his way through the Waynoka defense.
From the 27-yard line, and he got a look from virtually every railroader on the field and a hand or two from most of them, but...
Well, he's, shifty in the open field, has some good power with him. We talk about that soccer background. That's what that will do, moving in the open space. So Okeene takes a 14-0 lead with 8:12 left in the first quarter, and they'll attempt the two-point conversion. As it's Cadet in the gun, has a running back with him in the backfield, a receiver out wide, everybody in tight. Snap and handoff to that back who fights forward and gets into the end zone for the two-point try. That was Dalton Turnham, the sophomore, getting the two-point conversion for Okeene.
The last guy to miss him was the sophomore Wyatt Millage, but he got to see 3 or 4 railroaders before he got to Wyatt.
It's kind of been the story of these first 2 drives. Railroaders are there, but Okeene's slippery.
That's exactly right, and that was the case last week. But the reason mainly it was the case last week is because the guy that was the running back was a man among boys.
Mr. Ryland Fisher, a
Your man.
stouty guy, yes.
He is full grown.
And he is.
So 8-12 in the first quarter. Rails are down 16-0. Let's just pause for this timeout.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holder's, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Rachel's Cafe in downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Waynoka. So the ball is on the tee once again. It seems like I've said that a couple of times before, pretty quickly. Let's see if he tries his onside. Oh, no, just blast this one. Into and out of the back of the end zone.
He was playing 11-man football at Woodward. He was, as a sophomore, even good from 40-plus. He's got a boot.
So can he be a field goal kicker?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely?
Yes, he's got a good leg, does Mr. Ace Long.
Ben Buckland with you, and Tyler Riggs, the sports director of K101 on loan.
First and 10, Waynoka.
Tyler will be in Woodward tomorrow night for the
home opener for Woodward.
The what? Home opener, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And Dodge City in town.
The Demons.
The Demons.
As Waynoka on their first offensive possession, Bouchard under center goes with a quick handoff up to gut to his down back and spun forward. No gain there. Try to get out of it was Homicide.
No gain on the run. Second down.
And to make it 2nd and 10. We saw some of those holes opened up early last week for Waynoka. We'll see if they can find some of that success.
You know, you're right. That A gap, or what Barry Switzer always called base play, left or right, depending on which A gap. That was good for the Railroaders last week. We'll see if maybe. I mean, we've run one play so far, so a little tough to predict.
Bouchard in the gun this time. Hands off up the middle. Looks like Davidson taking the carry. He does fight forward for a few yards.
A couple on the run.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd down and about 8.
So Dakota Davidson on his first carry finds a little success. You know, the one thing about Okeene compared to coming to Douglas last week is that Okeene plays a little bit more loaded front. They're going to stack a couple more linebackers up towards that line of scrimmage and kind of dare you to try to throw.
I see. Colin Myers, by the way, pacing out with a pretty good block, but the tackle was made before his block was needed or wanted.
7 minutes left in the third quarter. 3rd and 8. Bashard back to pass. Waynoka, the quick in the flat to Hammersheim. Has the catch, trying to break a tackle, carrying a couple defenders, and comes up just short of the first down marker by a couple of yards. Needed to get to about the 30, but wound up about the 28, 27-yard line. So 4th and short for the Railroaders.
4th down, you hate to kick the thing because you just started to kind of get something going, which looked pretty decent, so I'd be surprised if we kicked the ball. 6:39 in the first quarter, Rails down 16-0 in the early going.
Well, on top of that, like I said, 16-0. It's non-district. What do you got to lose?
What do you got to lose?
Looks like that's what the Rails will do. Bashard under center, Hammersheim in the backfield. The receiver left is Davidson. Everybody else stacked in on the line.
Davidson got to be the fastest guy.
Oh, and they try to get Okeene on the hard count, and a timeout taken, looks like, by Coach Slater.
Timeout, Waynoka. That's their first
timeout. Waynoka takes the timeout. 6:16 in the first quarter. Rails down 16-0. Looking at a 4th and 2. Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs will be back.
Joe Parsons has worked hard and has succeeded in becoming the go-to realtor for this part of the country. So if you want to sell your part of this country or you want to buy part of this country, Joe wants to hear from you. Call Joe Parsons at 580-748-2640.
We are very fortunate to live, to work, and to be able to play in this part of the world. We're also thankful for all of our blessings, our friends, and our neighbors in and around the Waynoka area. One of our big blessings is having our own animal doctor. That's Dr. Michaela Zook. Dr. Michaela Zook is now located in downtown Waynoka and can be reached at any time by telephone, 580-554-0226. Dr. Michaela Zook. One more blessing. And our hometown veterinarian.
Back to the action. Here's Tyler.
4th and 2. Bashard in the gun. Motion. Fakes the handoff. Trying to go up the gut for the first. Did he get it? It's going to be right on the line. It's going to be close. Oh, and the official signal, first down. So Colin Bashard, a tough couple, gets the first.
First down.
Tallest guy on the field. Plastic. Straight ahead.
I was talking to an area coach today, and they've got a quarterback. I was talking to Bob Ward of Thomas Fay Custer. And we'll get to it here in a second. I got a story about that. 1st and 10 for Waynoka. Their first down of the game. It's Bashard under center. Man in the backfield, Hammersheim. Davison goes in motion. They hand it to him on the sweep, and a good open field tackle for Okeene by Brayson Roberts fired in there. Looks like
If he doesn't get Davidson,
he had some green. Yes, he had some green. And so ultimately a loss of a couple makes it 2nd and about 11, maybe 12. And anyways, talking about Bob Ward, their quarterback, Ty Littlebird, is 5'9", 145 pounds.
Oh, dear.
And he's an 11-man.
Oh, he is.
But, he's leading the way for him. And Bashard, to mirror a quote from Bob Ward, says, hey, he may be 5'9", but he thinks he's 6'5".
Right.
So 2nd and about 11 for Waynoka. Bashard in the gun this time. Fakes the handoff to Hammersheim. Now tries to go one-on-one with Roberts and gets over him. Gets a decent gain. Does Colin Bouchard near the 45 or the 35-yard line? Excuse me. They'll make it 3rd, a bit more manageable for the Rails with 4:50.
Leads the tackles. Actually, about 3 guys.
So they'll say 3rd and let's call it 6 for Waynoka. 4:43 left first quarter. The Rails trail 16-0 to the Whippets.
Something working.
Got some ball movement. That's what you want to see. See if they keep it going. As Bashard in the gun has 2 receivers right, tied in to his left. Everybody else packed in. Now motions Davison across the formation. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass, rolls to his right, back over the middle for Hammersheim, and just a bit too much mustard there. And also in the area for Okeene on the defense was Britt Woolley, the corner. So the incompletion does force a 4th and 6 for the Rails.
Well, if you went for it a moment ago, you'll probably go
Absolutely.
What do you got to lose, right?
Yep. Especially if Okeene's going to onside a couple, you got to be ready. Got to get those snaps in on offense.
That's it.
So 4:14 left first quarter as the Rails trying to convert another 4th down, although it looks like they are lined up this time maybe in punt formation as back ready to take the snap is Wyatt Milich. And does put a boot into it. So higher punt, a bit shorter.
Get a bounce.
Rolls across the 50 to the 47.
And the punt will come to a stop.
And whatever.
Okeene will take over on their own.
It's kind of like, a drive in golf. If it's down the middle but not very long, you've at least done something, halfway decent. As long as it's not shanking out of bounds, you're okay. Seven iron. So the Whippets take it back over their third possession of the game. They've scored on their first two.
This is fun to watch. Watch Tanner Allen. All watch. He does gestures. All plays.
Cavett back to throw, as you mentioned. A little flip pass over the top, caught by Carbs. He's racing down the sideline. 20-15-10, stayed in bounds, and he is gone. Harley Carbs, the tight end, leaked out on the little drop back by Cavett and took it all the way. The looked like 52-yard score for the Whippets.
Like I said, we're just across the 50. So
Right.
you can easily figure this.
That's good, because I'm not great with math, Ben.
3:53 in the first quarter. Rails down 2-0. Coming up.
And for the Whippets is Cavett in the gun, long beside him in the backfield. Receiver to the right is Woolley. Puts him in motion, across the formation. Fake the handoff. Cavett follows the block, and he's going to walk it in for the 2-point try.
He really
The
did
2-point try is good.
It's a good lead blocks.
It is 24-0. 3:53 in the first quarter. Ben Buckland, Tyler Riggs in Waynoka, Oklahoma for the opener
Waynoka 0,
against
Okeene 24.
the Okeene Whippets. And the Whippets are up 24-0. We'll be back.
What do you look for in a good ag lender? Local decision making? Quick responses on questions? Personalized business packages with a focus on your financial goals? Guidance with the latest technology? On-site visits with respect for your time and your schedule? Well, if that sounds good to you, you should give us a call. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the leader in ag lending.
Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing lender, online at farmcreditloans.com.
Back to the action. Betting no onside.
Squib kick. Oh. And picks it up for the rails. Looks like Bouchard, and breaks one tackle but gets taken down after a decent return to the 30-yard line. Close. So all it takes is one extra broken tackle. That's all you need.
Just shy of the 30.
So
First and 10.
First quarter. Down. Their home opener.
against a very good Okeene Whippet team from the Class B Division II ranks. Saw Waynoka get a first down last drive. See if they do this as well. Bouchard in the gun has Hammersheim next to him in the backfield, a receiver each side. As he takes the snap on first and 10, hands it to Hammersheim, got a little room, cuts it upfield, and fights forward, trying to break out of a couple tackles, I should say, and it took about 4 Whippets to finally bring him down, but he does manage a gain of about 4. So 2nd and 6 for the Rails after the decent run. You know, again, we saw that last week kind of develop for Waynoka. It's not quite A gap tonight, but it's a little bit outside that. I think, you know, in Guthrie, we had it weird. We had it labeled like, you know, the A, the B, the D. We kind of skipped some letters, you know. Yeah. It's that Guthrie education. 2nd and 6 for the Rails. Bouchard in the gun. Receiver each side. Hauersheim in the backfield again. So motion him out. The snap is low. Bouchard has to track it down. Does scoop it up, but he is slung down in the backfield for a big loss.
Lopez, good size guard. They also play him as whatever he was. He got back there pretty quick.
Yeah, he was on it. Looked like he was seeing, you know, free bacon on a Sunday morning. It was after. So
that's exactly what I was going to say. Exactly. 2:35 first quarter. Rails down 24-0, but they got the ball.
3rd and long. And 3rd and long for the Rails, about 20 or so. Bouchard back to pass in the gun. Looking short. Going for Hauersheim, and just a bit strong. And a flag comes in late. We'll see what that goes as Hauersheim collided there with Brent Woolley, who came up from his corner position as that pass was coming in. And Hauersheim a little slow to get up.
He was stretched about as long as he could stretch. So he got kind of flipped in the
gut.
Rib cage.
Yeah, the rib cage. Yeah. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. So as they will tend to him.
Take a knee at 20 and down. Nothing. Right back. Tyler Riggs. Okay.
Come for the day, or we can stay. You'll have a great time in Waynoka.
Get your kids ready. Spooktacular 2025 is coming to downtown Waynoka Saturday, October 25th, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Things start off with breakfast at 8 a.m. and then includes a lot of events throughout the day, including but not limited to the Fry and Trio feed, the Candy Ride, Scavenger Hunt, Haunted Hay Rack Trail Ride, and the Barrel Train. Check it out. It's Spooktacular 2025, Saturday, October 25th, 2 to 10 p.m., downtown Waynoka.
Visit Waynoka, the little city by the sand.
Really good, really game young man. Get off the sort of power.
Yeah.
Hate to see it for several reasons. Obviously, good kid, he's hurt. The other reason is there's not sideline can help.
Right. You don't have many substitutions there. So after I believe they called pass interference, 3rd and 7 for Waynoka. So they get another crack at 3rd down, a quick pass, and it's intercepted. Bouchard was trying to float one over the middle, and a couple whippets on it. And coming up with the pick for Okeene looks to be Harley Carbs, who had their last touchdown, a linebacker.
In the NFL, it would not be a small window, but here, that was a small window.
Right.
He about stuck the thing.
About did. Tried to take the shot on 3rd down. So Okeene takes it over at about the 37-yard line as they lead 24-0 over the Whippets with 2:15 remaining first quarter. For Okeene back on the field at quarterback, Carson Cavett, sophomore, been running the show tonight. Last week they went with H. Long. He plays more traditional role at running back. Although at back right now is Dalton Turnham, a fellow sophomore. Got a receiver on each side. Hand off to Turnham to the right. Has some lead blocks to the 30, 25. Stiff arms at the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and is in the end zone for the touchdown. The Rails, again, had some hands on him. Just couldn't quite get into the get him to the ground, I should say, before Turnham takes it to the house.
Stetson Nix had kind of a shot at him, the last guy that could, but to no avail.
Well, and you know the blocking tonight so far for Okeene has been really solid, especially on the edge.
On the board, going for the deuce. Here we go.
And is Cavett in the gun, receiver each side, man the backfield, Turnham again. Hand off, fakes the snap, goes for the quick pass on the whip out. Oh, and it is caught by Hayden Knoll, able to drag that one in. Good defense on the side for Waynoka, but just couldn't get the hand there quick enough.
Everybody on the other side, the Okeene Whippets, are thrilled because
2:06 to go.
that looked like a much better game.
As you just talked about, small window. That was a small window.
It was a small window. So it's 2:06 in the first 32-0. Whippets are up, and the ball will go to the same tee that it's left 4 times. 2 onside, both of them recovered by the Whippets. 2 of them that he drilled, one of them completely out
The back of the end zone, yeah. The other one about a squib, if you will, strong squib, we'll call it.
Right.
So we'll see what they choose here. I imagine probably going to work maybe on another squib kick or a deep kick. Mention that Mr. Long does have a boot. So let's see how he plays it tonight. See if the Rails could get something going on offense. We've seen him be able to move the ball a bit. Just now it's trying to get that consistent movement. We got a good picture of the band on the stream.
Got a good picture of Mary Hill, who's done more as the teacher of this band and music in general than anybody I can remember in forever.
And when you say forever, Ben, that means forever.
I mean, we're talking Civil War right on that.
As he'll get set up on team, may have a new kicker for Okeene. Trying to see.
Why wouldn't you?
Test everybody out, right?
The other guy's going, hey, I'm going to kick for a living, so
And it will be the sophomore quarterback, Vet, doing the kicking duties.
Will be?
Yes. Okay. So Mr. Long retired for the night, maybe from the kicking duties. Oh, a little bit of a false start on him. Another squib, and it goes through Dakota Davis's hands, but picking it up is Bouchard and gets past the 30 to about the 32, maybe 33. Good awareness by Bouchard to get on that one and go a few yards up. None. I'm pretty sure he's a 6'7", 250-pound guy trapped in a smaller body. So you can live with that. 2:03 left first quarter. Waynoka takes it back trailing 32-0. A guy on their own 33, 1st and 10. Bouchard under center. Receiver to his left. Man in the backfield, it looks to be George. In motion goes Davis, and they'll hand it off to him on the sweep. Cuts it upfield, gets a decent gain, does Dakota Davis. Ran into a trio of Whippets, but had some nice green coming off the line there for a decent gain on first down. Make it 2nd and 6.
And Milligan, defensive end, senior, leading crash there. He had some help. 139 in the first quarter. Rails moving from right to left, from west to east on the beautiful railroad.
Settling into a nice night, too, as well. So 2nd and 6 for the Rails as Bouchard under center, man to his right in the receiver slot, man in the backfield as well, down back, and a flag before the play gets rolling. And it's actually offsides on Okeene. So we'll take that to make it 2nd and 1.
Offside on the defense.
Rare offsides defense call. They were antsy.
We kind of got our one here, if you're at home.
2nd down and 1.
You got him. 113 first quarter. Nothing, but we believe Rails are moving. So 2nd and 1.
As Bouchard under center again, receiver to his right, man in the backfield is George. Davison goes in motion. Snaps low, though. It's on the ground. Somebody's got to get it. And who does? It looks like baby Bouchard was able to fall back on it. And he did. Good job by calling Bouchard. Because I don't know if anybody knew where that ball was for a second.
I certainly did.
It'll be a short loss on the play.
Let's make it a 3rd and short now.
3rd down.
Backed up a couple yards as we get down to the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. The Rails will have to get this play off as the play clock a few seconds ahead of the game clock. So it's Bouchard in the gun, receiver each side, man in the backfield, George. Clean snap, hands off to George, has some room, has the first down, and pushes forward, still pushing, and falls to the 50-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 49, but good effort on the third and short for a first down for the Rails.
First down.
Did I see that right?
That running back spot, in the gun. So good stuff. He's been the down back. So that looks like that'll be the end of the first quarter. Oh, I say that. Got to let the clock wind. There it is. Now we go.
End of quarter number one. The Rails are down 32-0, but they have the ball and a little bit of momentum. Actually, quite a bit of momentum. Moving from right to left, from west to east, Ben Buckland and Tyler Riggs. In Waynoka, we'll be back.
Little Sahara Sand Sports, the original sand superstore and America's oasis at Little Sahara State Park, just south of Waynoka, Oklahoma, present Sandfest 2.0 and the Two-Wheel Takeover, September 12th and 13th. A full weekend of off-road mayhem, including short course, drag racing, TWT rideout, and a freestyle show with a UTV backflip. Sandfest 2.0 and the Two-Wheel Takeover, September 12th and 13th at Little Sahara State Park. For reservations and info, call 580-737-0310.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Second quarter action. Rails moving left to right. Tyler.
Second and about 12 for Waynoka after a loss on first down. Bouchard under center, had Davis go in motion, and a little bit of a false start there. That's going to be on the Rails. So back him up 5. Make it second and 17 for Waynoka. 11:20 left, second quarter. Railroaders down 32-0 to the Whippets. Offense was trying to move, has been trying to move. Just trying to. Yeah, we tried a couple short passes, a couple over the middle. Bouchard in the gun, fakes the handoff, trying to follow some lead blocks. Does get past the line of scrimmage, but not much more. Call it a gain of 1. Sets up third and long for Waynoka as a host of Whippets there. That's the tough part with this defensive front I was talking about earlier, Ben. Even if you get it blocked up, you think decently well, it allows those linebackers to push up and kind of fire in there into those gaps. So it's one of those schemes that, especially an 8-man, isn't the easiest to take care of.
Right.
Ball on the Waynoka 43.
So 10:30 left in the half. We're settling into a picturesque night on this Thursday. Starting to cool down a little bit. That cold front will be in full effect by tomorrow. Play clock down to 1, and did we get the timeout? Looks like Coach Slater got the timeout before the delay of game.
That's their second of the half.
As we hear their second and a half there. So third and long will be after that timeout.
Like we're going to talk it over a bit.
Yeah.
Looks like Tanner Allen wants to talk to all of his also. So we have a timeout on the 10 play in the half. Nothing rails down, but they have the ball and they're moving. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Mock Resources. All over the locker room this year. There may be another sponsor come in along the way, but right now, Mock Resources is our sponsor for the locker room. On a Friday game, I will be in the locker room on Wednesday. Those shows will run 3 times on Thursday, 3 times on Friday. On a Thursday game, still do Wednesday. They run 3 times on Thursday. Last time always 30-minute segment previous to us joining the broadcast. Broadcast coming to you on KLB Radio, 99.5 FM, 97.1. Okay, here's Tyler.
Third and long for Waynoka. Bouchard in the gun is back to pass. Looks over the middle, floats one deep into a crowd, and that is picked off by Okeene. And it's on the return up to the 50, down to the 40. Has a couple blocks to the inside the 35 and chopped down and out of bounds just before the 30. It's Brett Woolley, the sophomore corner, making the pick. His second of the night.
37
Or his first, I should say.
On the interception.
And so Okeene takes over, and, Ben, third and long, you had to try it. You had to try it.
The Whippets will start on the
Looked a little bit like a moon ball.
32.
Jump ball, say, hey, somebody go get it.
Somebody go get it.
Unfortunately for Waynoka, Okeene did. So 1st and 10 in Waynoka territory for the Whippets. 9:59 left in the half. They lead 32-0. Sophomore Carson Cavett in the backfield at quarterback. Has another sophomore, Dalton Turnham, with him in the backfield. 2 receivers left. He checks back with Coach Allen. So we had the hurry up and wait offense. Now we got the check back offense.
Two distinctly different offenses.
Yes. As Cavett hands off to Turnham, he spins out of a tackle behind line of scrimmage, and Bouchard able to trip him up before he does more damage. And great upfield pressure by Waynoka, but Turnham turned it around. He spun out of it.
Yep.
Bouchard, though, firing in, limits it to a gain of 6, or let's say, about 6. So 2nd and 4 for Okeene. As it'll be Cavett in the gun again. This time the snap gets past him, has to get back behind it, does, floats out in the flat, and it is Woolley cutting it upfield, trying to make some out of a broken play, and he gets to the 10-yard line. It's a first down for Okeene. As Brett Woolley, head on a swivel, the young sophomore, caught the pass from Cavett, and how about Cavett able to scoop that up and turn it around? Goodness.
1st and 10 from the 11.
Looked like it was going to be terrible. It turned out wonderful for them.
Is that the new age fumble Ruski? Is maybe that's what that was? Could be. Just out of the shotgun. So 1st and 10 for the Whippets. Not first and goal. They barked him down at the 11.
That's a break.
9. Hey, I'm looking for all the positives, Ben. 9:15 to go in the half. As Cavett in the gun. Back to pass once again. Has some pressure. Ducks out of it. Stepping up. A couple of railroaders there. And he flips the pass away at the last moment. Caught by Woolley. Fighting towards the end zone. Doesn't get in. And a flag comes in as well. And I wonder if that's going to be a forward pass, maybe. Oh, they're going to call pass interference on Okeene.
Pass interference on the offense.
Okay, so that's what they call. And a timeout then taken by the Whippets. So negate the game.
In the half, Rails down, 32-0. Whippets threatening, and Tyler and I are also threatening each other. We'll be back.
Warm up with a class at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life. Core Bank in Waynoka was so named because of their customers. The name speaks to strength, substance, strong character, plus sound banking principles, heart, and soul. Offering strong, convenient banking in their community has been the aim, the goal of Core Bank of Waynoka, with a foundation dating to the early 1900s and shepherded for the last 50 years, headed by President Mick George and now Weston Hill, Vice President and Loan Officer. Core Bank, member FDIC, serving the community from downtown Waynoka. Call or come by, proudly supporting all things Northwest Oklahoma. Go Raiders!
As Okeene, a big tackle there at the end. Bouchard, who else flying in? As Brett Woolley was on the gain, but got chopped down. When I say chopped down, he got nearly tabletop by Colin Bouchard.
Second down and 12.
What'd you say earlier? No fear, right? That is a no fear tackle. So after the short gain, make it still second and long for the Whippets, as they had that penalty right before the timeout that backed them up. They got to get down to essentially the 1 yard line for the first. Kvet in the gun, receiver each side in the backfield. Turnover. Kvet with the handoff, tries to break out of a tackle, still fighting. A host of Railroaders there to take him down. And a good job for Waynoka by Mr. Wyatt Millage. First on the hit, and then let his teammates kind of finish things off.
Good job, Wyatt Millage.
Just hanging on for dear life on those legs. So third and long for Okeene. 7:59 to go in the half. As Kvet will line up in the gun again. Has two receivers to his right. Man the backfield, Turnham. Flanking Kvet. So he'll be back to pass. Looks to that right side. Now loses the handle of it as he was starting to put the ball out, and it looks like has Waynoka recovered. And it is recovered by the Railroaders. And diving on it and holding on was Mr. Titan Smith Dunn, the sophomore. And just an odd deal. It did look like anybody got a hand on it for Waynoka to knock it out of Kvet's hands. He just lost the handle. But there's no moisture out there. There's no rain tonight. He just slipped it out.
Not sure about the moisture.
Okay. Might be some. Okay. You know better. Well, some must happen because he lost control of that. So a turnover for Okeene, their first. Waynoka takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25. Bouchard the gun. Everybody packed in tight, one receiver right, and Bouchard runs to the strong side with all the blockers. But boy, Okeene in the backfield quick and able to drag him down. Looked to be Parker Knoll, the senior, fired through there.
This is 8-man football, and there was 4 in that.
So if I understand my fractions, that's like half of the defense.
Around half.
Okay.
Around half.
Okay.
I was math com.
We don't know math. Come on now.
It was close to half.
We know numbers, not math. That's what we know. So second and long for Waynoka. 6:55 left, or 6:56, I should say, left in the half. As the Rails trail 32-0. Bouchard under center and a flag and a delay of game. The play clock hit 0, unfortunately, for the Rails, and they'll have to back it up. Seen a couple of those now tonight where they're just not quite getting that snap off in time.
We've had some.
Yeah, had to be flagged. No questionable ones so far tonight. I'll let the Harrisons know about it if there are. Don't worry. I got them on speed dial. Speed dial. Second and long for Waynoka. Bouchard in the gun. Hands off up to gut to George. Good hole there. Gets to the 25 and fights forward to the 28-yard line. And Roland George saw some green grass, and boy, he fired through it. Shaking it off. Looks all right. So sets up a 3rd and manageable for Waynoka now instead of a 3rd and long. Call it about a 3rd and 7.
6:21.
3rd down and 7 to go.
In the first half. Nothing but they have the ball. Moving from left to right. 3rd down.
Bouchard in the gun. 2 receivers left. Everybody else packed in tight. As an up back does Bouchard. Looks to be rolling. Low snap. Takes it. Now tries to get through that hole, but Okeene on it. Boy, that hole was there for a half second, Ben. And Okeene closed it up quick with a couple of their linebackers and D linemen.
Eli Meyer, number 32, a freshman in the contest now.
Now it looks like Max Carbs, a sophomore, also in on that tackle, number 42. So 32 and 42 doing some damage. Still a decent game for Bouchard.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holders, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Joe Parsons has worked hard and has succeeded in becoming the go-to realtor for this part of the country. So if you want to sell your part of this country or you want to buy part of this country, Joe wants to hear from you. Call Joe Parsons at 580-748-2640.
Rachel's Cafe in downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Waynoka.
Joe Parsons has worked hard and has succeeded in becoming the go-to realtor for this part of the country. So if you want to sell your part of this country or you want to buy part of this country, Joe wants to hear from you. Call Joe Parsons at 580-748-2640.
We are very fortunate to live, to work, and to be able to play in this part of the world. We're also thankful for all of our blessings, our friends, and our neighbors in and around the Waynoka area. One of our big blessings is having our own animal doctor. That's Dr. Michaela Zook. Dr. Michaela Zook is now located in downtown Waynoka and can be reached at any time by telephone, 580-554-0226. Dr. Michaela Zook. One more blessing. And our hometown veterinarian.
What do you look for in a good ag lender? Local decision making? Quick responses on questions? Personalized business packages with a focus on your financial goals? Guidance with the latest technology? On-site visits with respect for your time and your schedule? Well, if that sounds good to you, you should give us a call. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the leader in ag lending.
Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing lender, online at farmcreditloans.com.